hands in the dark. Dig Daddy's out there with a fire in his heart. Paint dirt on the table, sifting through the night. Glitter in his eyes, everything feels right. Hand in the water, fingers in the mud. Buckets full of promise, gold in the blood. Gear on the bench, tools of a trade. Hustling through the silence, riches to be made. Dig Daddy digging deep into the vein. Paint dirt on his hands never goes in vain. Backyard prospecting, this ain't no game. Gold fever burning hotter than a flame. Shed lights flicker, shadows on the wall. Dreams of El Dorado, treasures big and small. Viewing all the gadgets, keeping spirits high. Every nugget found makes the heart fly. Camera rolling, capture every gleam. Subscribers tuning in, living out the dream. Broken nails and dirt, but a heart so true. Dig Daddy's gold rush, it's a path to pursue. Dig Daddy digging deep into the vein. Paint dirt on his.
All right, what is going on, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the shed, and it's time to do a little BSing here in the shed. All right, so what's up? I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope the gods of the gold were kind to you and heavy pans were abound. If not, bummer. Get back out there and do it again, because there's always more to be found. In the news of gold, we've created our own man-made gold. If you haven't seen in the news, they finally threw a couple particles at each other and turned it into 0.000000023. There might be a couple more zeros in there of a gram of gold. Or maybe that was a particle or particle. It's like an atom's worth. So, unfortunately, so far as I know, getting yourself a Large Hadron Collider, maybe even just a backyard version of one, is probably not going to be a very lucrative endeavor if you're trying to use it to make gold. You might as well just put, 2 blocks of the material you need in the front of a car and just run those fuckers into each other as fast as you can. You'd probably have better luck, and I don't think you're going to have much luck with that anyways. So, for now, at least, the way it is still panning and digging and digging and digging. And you'll wind up coming up with more gold than scientists made last week. So, at least there's that. Check the moss, as I say. The moss knows. And apparently science isn't quite there yet. Back porch safety meeting, that's awesome. Hit it up, hit it up. Right? The tariffs alone would just cripple you, because none of that shit comes from the U.S. Anything you need, you got to get it from elsewhere. So, but that's okay, because it's something. I don't know what, but it's something. I am glad the tariffs came down a little bit from where they were. I was able to get an order in for a couple of my main components for the toolbox sluices. So I was able to find another seller for the shovel spoons. And they look to be the same. There's not going to be any etching on this batch, so no BYP on them, but I will have shovel spoons again. I'm not going to be losing out on that. And I was able to get a new vendor, because that was another thing that dried up, is my old vendor for the little red water pumps, the little red DC water pumps. Well, that vendor disappeared, and that happens a lot. A lot of Chinese vendors, they're there for a little bit. They're a seller, then things dry up, and somebody else becomes a seller, and it is what it is. At any rate, I was able to get an order of the little pumps. So at least for the next 50 toolbox sluices, I'm covered. Well, 56, because I have a few from the last order. You got your sloppy seconds? Awesome, man. Glad you got them. Hopefully when you go through them, if you haven't already, you have a great time doing so. A lot of fun to be found in the sloppy seconds, most definitely. In other news, before we move on to other news, we'll go ahead and drop the link for sloppy seconds. Hopefully this is the right link. I think I updated it. Yeah, I did. I remembered. Leave a comment on that comment video if you want to get entered in on tonight's sloppy seconds. We're going to be finishing off the Roaring Camp pay dirt. This is the bottom of that bucket, so best chance for the best gold out of that bag is here tonight. So don't forget to sign up for your chance to win tonight's sloppy seconds, and we'll see what's what. Last week was really good. I think we got over a 10 and a point 10 and a half point. It was like 0.14 or something like that. I forget, but either way, last week was really good, and I expect this week may even be better. You never know. We've seen weeks where there's a 1/4 gram in the Roaring Camp pay dirt. We've seen weeks where there's 0.07 grams in the Roaring Camp pay dirt. So it can be all over the place. It's totally random because it's just a scoop I take out of the cleaned up dirt. What lies, where it is what it is. So there you go. So make sure to get entered in for that. Eric's random, got your car running, good shit. My ferret and duct tape. No ferrets. I do have no, I don't have any duct tape. I don't really consider this shit duct tape. This tape I have is kind of garbage. Anyway. Glad to see everybody though. Everybody who's hanging out. Good to see you all. I hope you caught this weekend's video. The folding sluice / now high banker. Had a lot of fun going through that. I did find that there's a little bit of tweaks that I still need to make on it. I think shrinking those ports down is going to help to get a lot more of that flow. So my plan... Let's see if this is right size. My plan is to get some 3/4 inch, put a cap on it, and then maybe drill some holes to kind of give it a more aggressive spray. It's either that or get a 3,000 gallon per hour pump. And I think the potential fix that the smaller pipe provides for like 50 cents is better than spending another $150 on another pump. Got so many DC pumps just floating around here, man. It's like, oh, the 1,000 wasn't enough. Oh, the 15's not enough. The 2's not quite enough. All right, let's keep on going up, 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 up and away. But that, I think, is a good, what's the thing I'm trying to say here? It's a good reason, an example, to use me as an example for my own stupidities. Buy the better, higher end pump to begin with. You know, I have a habit of always trying to get just what I need, and then that not being quite enough, and then it's like, great, well, now I gotta buy a second one anyways. But if I would just get to the point, get the good one that's a little bit more expensive, and you know, as adults, I'm sure you already all have learned this lesson, but I like to relearn things over and over again, just because I'm a dumbass. Buy what you need. Buy more than what you need to begin with, and then scale that down, rather than getting just what you think you might need and then it not being enough. It's the Johnson. The Johnson's the pump that I'm running it with right now. And, yeah, no, I read through you. I got you, bro. Puget. It's a Johnson pump. And those are heavy, freaking heavy duty pumps, man. But I just don't feel like either it's pumping powerfully enough as it should for a 2,000. Maybe it's just the pump. Maybe the pump is cracked or something that I'm not seeing, and it's dropping the performance down so that it just kind of sucks. And I think that might be what's actually going on. That pump has always been really heavy too. I really don't like that pump because carrying it around adds a lot of extra weight to my pack. Yeah, no, I mean, it's a nice pump. And you're right, it's probably meant for running a long period without overheating. Um, but for just pumping water, I don't know. I don't know if they're the greatest for that. Plus, they're freaking heavy. A rule? I'll check that out. I'll check that out. Um, the other thing, though, is I'm technically, I don't think, supposed to be taking pumps to the river anymore anyways. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to justify spending a whole bunch of money on a pump that I'll probably never really get any good usage out of because I technically can't use it at the river anyways. A live well? Yeah, the live wells, they just don't go that high. Um, they just don't really go that high, the live well pumps. Like 800, 1200 seems to be about the top end for a lot of the live well pump brands. There's only a couple that seem to go up higher. But yeah, here in Washington, most of the places you can't use them anyways. So I'm going to have to find somewhere that I can, maybe somewhere that I can set up off river and recirculate, which would be fine. But again, that's just more weight. Now it's not just a matter of taking the pump, taking the thing. Now I got to worry about hauling tubs, more buckets, because now I got to take the material to a spot, not just run it right there, dig and shovel in. So now it's defeated the whole purpose of getting a high banker. If I got to carry my shit somewhere, I might as well just take it the other direction down to the river. But yeah, a lot of the mining laws, a lot of the places, they're a little bit overreaching in my opinion. I get they don't want just anybody out there doing whatever they want because, for every 20 prospectors that respect the land, there's one out there who just doesn't give a fuck. And then their effects, they're the ones who ruin it for everybody. The guys who dig these big, deep ass holes, they just take material and they leave the hole. They make us all look bad. They make us all look like, people who can't respect the land and the laws that we're supposed to follow. Little shit like that. And then it's not the little holes that, somebody who's going to run and, like myself, I don't dig huge ass holes. I don't work that fast. I might take a hole that deep and like that. That's not the holes they're worrying about. They're worrying about the 6 foot wide, 10 foot deep hole that if somebody were to fall in, or if they were down there, they could collapse in. Very, very likely a dangerous thing to happen. So they want you to fill that shit in, obviously. And the guys who don't do that, they just leave their mess. Well, they make it dangerous for the rest of us, for one. If you're out there hauling your stuff, you don't see a deep ass hole, boom, you broke your leg, you're at the bottom of a 10 foot deep hole that's ready to crumble in on you. Oh yeah? No, I haven't been out there. Send me some info, and I always like to hear about new places to go check out. I usually just go back to the same place because it's easy to get in. I don't like going random places without somebody who knows the place. And just, it's always good to go prospecting with a buddy. Just for safety purposes, So, but in other non-related things, I got a new toy in the mail today. little bubbler. For the people who don't, who also like some of my other hobbies, one of my other hobbies is smoking weed. And so I haven't tried this little thing out yet. But it's this little bubbler. So add the little bubbler section. And so you can take your joints. Stick that bad boy in there. Let's grab a different one with a little bit tighter. Stick that bad boy in there. And there you go. Bubble, bubble. Well, I'd have to put water in it for it to bubble, but that's the plan, anyway. So, new little toy to try out here tonight. I might have to revise how I do my tips. That or this just doesn't fit very well. I think that might be the case. I don't feel like it's me who's messed up. I feel like they just made the lip piece really tight. There we go. And it just doesn't hold on to the joint very well. Huh. Well, we'll find out either which way. Yeah, this is an absolutely essential piece of mining equipment. And if you don't go out prepared, you're going to be left needing. So we're going to try it out tonight just to make sure it's functional. A ozone device for when you're out prospecting, for uplifting your mood. A little water in the mouth there. All right. There you go. So that's my new toy. We'll be trying that out here at some point. Keep hearing my thing going off. All right. Anywho, let's get demonetized. Very good, very good. And the best part is it keeps it off of the ground or off of whatever. It's just hanging here. Cool toy. Do I use a detector? I don't. I have one. I have a detector. And a pinpointer on there as well. It's a, what the hell is it, a Minelab? Yeah, it's a Minelab. What's that, Eureka 70 or some shit like that? I got it used at the last gold show that I went to. And I haven't had a chance to take it out anywhere yet. The problem is I don't have anywhere to take it, really. Like, the river where I go to, I just expect there's no nuggets there. All I've ever found is small flakes, little itty bitties. So I don't really feel like taking the metal detector out there just to wave it around for no reason, right? If I had somewhere that had more bedrock, I think I would want to take it out with me just because, if you're on bedrock, there's more chance of larger gold that you have access to. I don't have any diving equipment, so I'd have to go in the water to get anything like that. What I'm going to try, I'm going to ditch the little filter here. So I don't think we need that. There we go. That holds better. If you take the filter off, it squishes down into the hole a lot better. There we go. Woo! That sounds awesome, dude. But yeah, 5 miles in and out. I don't know if I would make it. I'd make it in, but I wouldn't make it out. My knee would probably give out on me on the way there. I would tough through it, tough through the day, and by the time it was time to go home, I'd be like, dude, I'm done. Just leave me here. Just like cover me up with some branches. Just leave me here. I'll make my, I'll make my way out tomorrow. Yeah, if for something like that, I'd want to have some motorized way to get in and out. You know? Dude, I feel like I'm just tearing through this joint. Like nothing. See, for that, you'd have to go in with a specific tool set then. Now I got to come in with the pickaxe or a hammer thing. Maybe bring the rock crusher out with. You know? And then we'll have a lot of dirt to carry out. 5 miles is a long way to carry a bucket of dirt. Straight legs in and out. Yeah, I don't know. I appreciate the offer, man, but I don't know if my knee would allow me to go somewhere so fun. That's part of the reason why I started doing the backyard stuff and pay dirt review. Because my whole gold journey, my whole gold hunting journey got derailed. When I first started out, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna get a lot of exercise. You know, I'm going out to the rivers. I'm gonna be hiking. And then at work, I hurt my knee on the desk there. And I was bedridden for a little while. And, yeah, I never really recovered, you know? Like, I can't go hiking a long way or anything like that. My knee will still remind me. It'll remind me that I need to chill out. So, like, that really kind of hinders how far I can go in and out and what I can carry around with me. That's part of why I fell in that last outing video. Well, that actually wasn't why I fell, because we were going in, I was still pretty fresh. And why I fell is because where I put my shovel down to steady myself was on top of a rock that was like that long. But it was under the water, so I couldn't see it. And as soon as I put the shovel down on it, it just started sliding. And I knew as soon as it went down and it kept going that it wasn't stopping. So that's when I had to start like angling myself to go down on my knees instead of back on my back. But yeah, I definitely have had some spills where it's just like, all right, this is as far as I'm going. Yeah, right. It's just me napping. Just watching me snore. I figured this episode's probably already going to be demonetized, so I might as well just finish the damn thing here on, you know, that way I don't have to keep relighting it. It is a sweet water pipe. It's a bubbler. It's a joint holder. But I don't feel like it does a great job at that. Except if you pull the lip tip off. But on the ad, on the page that I got it from MJ Accessories. MJ Arsenal. MJ Arsenal. And then they tell you stuff about terpenes and air and shit. So the smaller your bubbler, the better. Well, that's great because this is a small ass bubbler. Look at how small this thing is. It's amazing. I wish I would be able to take it out to the river with me, but there's no way in hell that's going to the river. That shit will get broken. This little bad boy is going to stay right out here in the shed. Oh, right on, Donna. Thank you very much. You basically just paid for the bubbler. Well, there was shipping and tax too, but either way, thank you very much for your very kind contribution. You're the best. But yeah. Anyways, the high banker did pretty well. Needs a little bit more flow. That's on me. The spray wasn't the greatest, but that part's on me. Maybe if I hook a second 1,000-gallon-per-hour pump, put like a T, maybe that would help. But now I'm being complicated and shit. So that's more weight to carry around. At some point, it's just like if I'm gonna say fuck it to the laws, I'll just bring the gas pump with me. You know, that thing will push some water. It says it's only 1,600, but it seems like a lot more than that. But definitely good times. I do need to get out to the river though. I need to get out and dig some holes. I love digging some holes. Bring home some pay dirt with me. Hell yeah. All right. What do you guys say? We go switch over to the sluice, run a little bit of dirt. I got that last couple scoops, the last amount from the Roaring Camp. We're almost done with that subscription bag. I'm thinking I might pick up another one. Might just get something from someone else. I don't know. I don't like cleaning the dirt so much. And their dirt is really, 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 really dusty and dirty. So I'll have to find something else. That way it's just mostly all pay dirt. And I don't got to toss a bunch of extra stuff. Where you at, man? Email me. Let me know. Let me know where we're going. You heard my whole spiel. I can't hike too far. It's got to be easy-ish. So if you got somewhere you can take me that's all right, I am down. Let me know. Email me some infos. Go check it out. If you're okay with it, be on my video. I have your email. You're probably right. I got to make one of those, what do they call them? Address books. Like contact lists. I did pan your dirt. All right. I got your email. I got you. I got you, bro. I'll email you. I'll find it. Emails get so lost in my email, though, man. But I'll find you. the hell's going on with my lights out there? It's weird. Something knocked my little solar lights down from off the shed. Anyways, we were gonna do some dirt. Let's hop over. What do we got doing? It's sluicing time. With sluicing always comes some music, so let's skip to the next song and start right here. We got The Baron by Backyard Prospecting. It's a cool ass band. You guys gotta check them out. Catch them in person. Let me know if you ever see those tickets go on sale. Fired up. Get some juice running through the sluice. Juicing the sluice. Alright, today I'm going to remember to clear the bubbles out of the sluice before we start. I always just get so excited and stoned that I forget this step. Alright. Alright. So once again, we're digging some dirt here from Roaring Camp in Pine Grove, California. If you want to pick some of this stuff up for yourself, you can check them out on Roaring Camp w.com. Do a Google search. It's goddamn 2025. You should know how to do a Google search. Do one, Roaring Camp, Pine Grove. You can get some dirt for yourself. Always have a good time going through it. But it is as al natural as you're gonna get. Straight from their mine, classified down to a semi-reasonable size. And then bagged up right there under the grizzlies. Well, that's probably not true. I think they take the tractor and take a big scoop, like a yard of it, over to the shed, and they bag up their stuff in the shed. You know, when I was there, I probably should have asked if I could see that process. Damn it. I didn't even think about that. Anyways, if you're in the area, Pine Grove, California, you should check them out. Cool place to camp. Get yourself a tent, campsite, rent a cabin. Have a great time. Go dig some holes. Ooh, look at that gold piece. Now the coolest thing about them is if you live in California, you can order, like if you're in Northern California, if you're in Southern California, it wouldn't be a great deal. But if you're in Northern California, they'll deliver to you a yard of dirt or a couple yards of dirt, you know, up to a reasonable distance. Get that, have it taken it directly to your house. or to your Airbnb. Have a yard of dirt dropped off to an Airbnb that you're staying at, and you can just pan through it throughout the week. You wouldn't even have to do anything. You just have your pay dirt delivered to you right there. Oh, that'd be fucking great. What's going on, Amy? Oh yeah, these little shovels are awesome. As cute as they are, they really are just functional, you know? If you're running pay dirt, you don't want to dump a whole shitload of dirt in there all at once, especially on a little itty bitty sluice like this. So it helps to limit how much you can throw on the sluice. It's small, so it's easier to use than like a big giant scoop. And I mean, yeah, it's cute. It's cool as hell. Way better than just a normal ass spoon. Alright. Let's finish this off here. Slow and low. Get that dirt to flow. Just a gentle nudge down the sluice. We don't want to wash anything out. I don't know if you guys have been noticing this little dude right here. This little flake that's just been flittering around in the water. He's been catching my eye this whole time. I was expecting it to move or jump or something, but man, that thing is just locked in. This dream mat really freaking does its job. Alright, let's kill the flow. Let's back the camera off, so... Whoa, what's going on, people? How's it going? Good to see you. Alright. Tighten it down. There we are. I definitely need to swap out my water, man. That shit's messy, dirty, dusty. Alright, that's cleaned out. Out of the way. I already see a couple really nice looking flakes in here. I think I saw about 3 nice sized flakes. Hand this back real quick, see what we got. Boom, boom, there's some garnets. Love those natural garnets. One of my favorite things to see in pay dirt is some beautiful garnets. Big, chunky, ruby, river rubies as they call them. I could have swore I saw 3 big pieces of gold in there, but right now I'm only seeing these 2 big chunky flakes. Let's get these snuffered up. Find a clean snuffer bottle. You'd be surprised how difficult that can be sometimes. Okay, let's repan. Maybe it was just a big yellow piece of quartz that I mistook as being a piece of gold, but yeah, no, I guess not. Oh, wait. Oh, nope, that was garnet. But I did find a little piece that was missed. All right. I'm not going to use the word bummer because it is gold. I was just expecting to find a little bit more being this is the end of the bag, you know? But I guess I did a pretty good job mixing it up. Gotta find some way to pat myself on the back, you know? Alright, we'll let that do its thing for a bit. Oh. You guys can keep looking at that for a moment. If I have any chance of retaining my monetization for tonight, we'll see. We'll try what we can. Alright, welcome back. So it's me, Dig Daddy, I'm back. And what a wonderful trip that's been. Let's pause the music for a bit so that I can focus on you guys and catch up on some chitty chat. Don't forget to hit the like button. That's right, don't forget to hit the like button. Love it when you guys do. Let the algorithm know that you're having a good time, that you're enjoying the day. You know, it's a good thing. Ganja here, ganja there, ganja everywhere. I love playing with the gold. Playing with gold's my favorite thing to do, really. I just like to get the vial sometimes and just roll it back and forth. And think to myself, like, that one guy on Austin Powers, the guy, what's his name, Goldmember? Goldie, goldie, gold, goldie, gold, gold. Yeah, whatever. I love my gold. Bacchus, shut up. I don't have worms. Don't start rumors. People are gonna think I got bugs. Dig Daddy's got worms, man. No, I'm good, dude. I didn't pick up any weird things in Japan. No parasites. Nothing's gonna go bursting out of my stomach and dancing across the table. See if anybody got that reference. Come on, fans, don't let me down. All right. Now, what's going on, gentlemen? Good to see you. While the gold is cooling down, we got to put together some pay dirt for you guys, for the sloppy seconds. All right, we'll do it down in the hole. As always, and again, I haven't prepared well, and I didn't print out any more sloppy second stickers. So we're gonna do a Dig Daddy's down in the hole. I still got some of my unsearched pay dirt somewhere over there. Over there. Or maybe it's that one. Shit, maybe it's this one. No? It's over there. So I got a lot of dirt. I got a lot of buckets. And in one of them, I have my pay dirt, or my dirt that I got from the hole at the river that I dug and brought back with me. So we'll throw some of that in here. We'll call it Dig Daddy's Down in a Hole, because that's what Down in a Hole is. It's my dirt that I go and get, you know, that I like to share with you guys. Now, the other challenge that I just overcame is finding the right pen. So we got to date the thing. It is 5/19/25, 5/19/25. Sloppy seconds. So this is a sloppy seconds edition Down in the Hole. Woo-hoo. Right there. We don't know how much gold's in it yet because we haven't weighed it, but we can throw some dirt and stuff in it. So let's do that. Let's go over to where is my mouse? There it is. All right, we're going over here. I think it's... Do I have two? I do. All right, we'll not do that one. We'll do this one. This is the fresher one. Not that dirt from here or there is fresher or less fresh than either place. I mean, all dirt's equal in age, if you look at the grand scheme of things. Everything is stardust. All right, got some dirt. We've shoveled out from the earth, and then we shoveled out of a little bucket with my little shovel. We got some gold. Let's head over to the bench cam. To where we can weigh out these two huge nuggets of gold. You can't see them. That's okay. They're in there. Trust me. You'll see them now. Ting, ting. Wow, those didn't weigh nearly as much as I was expecting them to. So, 0.030 of a gram of a gold is what that wound up weighing out to. Pretty lackluster. And so, in accordance to the divine will, as the prophecy has foretold, I'm going to throw a little bit more gold in there from my personal stash, because that's just the kind of nice guy I am. Oh shit, I dropped the gold. Saved it. I'm trying to get right there at the 0.1, you know? Come on, we could do it. Ah, fuck it. Whatever that leads. 0.104. All right, woo! 0.104 of a gram of gold. I'm gonna take that sloppy seconds bag. There's 1/10 of a gram in it. Shake it around a little bit. Now remember, if you want to get entered in to win this bag of dirt, you gotta leave your name on the comment video. Because I love garnet so much, I figure everybody does. So I'm going to throw a little pinch of garnet in there just to add to the natural ones that are already in this dirt. Because, why are you looking at me? You should be looking at the dirt. Weirdos. What the hell? With the dirt. Not a piece of meat. So, there you go. To enter in, make sure to leave your name where it belongs. Hit the button so you're looking at my face. Hentai. Now, the link to enter in is right there on top of the chat. You do need to remain here and be here when I call your name. If you win, leave a comment, make it witty, because I'm going to read it to everybody. And if you're not here when I call your name, you get a 60-second countdown. After that, you know, once I remember to start the countdown after it ends, I'll pick somebody else because I want somebody to go away a winner. Now, if I happen to pick somebody who is a, a blue name, those are my patrons. One of the benefits of being a patron is you don't actually have to stick around for the whole show because I have your information and I know how to get a hold of you. So keep that in mind. If you like to dine and dash, as it were, be a patron and I won't hold it against you. But if you're not, you got to be here to win, and that's just how it goes. So let me put on this bag. What was it? 004? Whatever. If it's 004 or 07, it's close enough. You probably won't find that minute amount anyways. Or you will, or you'll find more and you'll be like, oh, wow. And I'll be like, damn, I should have panned that myself. But there you go. All right. Do the thing. Leave your name if you want to do, be part of the thing. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. Like, life's short, so you should have a goal. Set them, do things. Otherwise, what's the point? I'll tell you what the point is. What a great transition. Gold! And the price of gold today. Let's talk about that for a minute. I don't have a brainworm, man. Otherwise, I'd be in charge of the fucking CIA. Or the World Health Organization. Or some other fucking thing. But gold today, $3,221.23. It's kind of in that hovering area where it has been. We thought it was going to shoot up through the roof. It didn't quite do that. Well, I mean, it is kind of through the roof, and it's been there for a while. But now you get so used to it being at a certain level. When it shoots up again, then you're just like, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's good to see gold still kind of in that range. So that means things level out. That's good. That means your bags of gold are going to be, your bags of pay dirt are going to kind of be at a set point for a little while. So it's a good time to snatch it up before it shoots back up again and those bags of pay dirt start being more pricey again. Definitely something to keep an eye out for. If you're not keeping eyes out, then whatever. Buy it when you can, what you can, where you can. And then you just kind of got to be happy with what you can get. I don't think I'm getting a hit, man. Ooh. It's all clogged up. Did I forget to switch back to the main screen? I certainly did, didn't I? Let's go back to the main. Welcome back. All right. Having some technical difficulties over here. Don't mind me. All right. So, get your gold. Go get your bags of gold. Order them up. Just go buy some raw placer gold. Go buy some bullion. That, I think, is probably your best bet. Your honest best bet, best truth there. I got kind of called out, and I don't like using the term called out, but the whole that works. The whole question about how we price gold as pay dirt prospectors or pay dirt reviewers, how we kind of just look at everything as 24 karat. When the reality is it's not ever 24 karat. It's 18 to 20, sometimes on the high end, maybe you might get some high purity 22. But at the end of the day, its value is what you can sell it for, and the trend seems to be, at least within pay dirt, that will pay spot price for placer gold. But why is that? If you're trying to really stack gold, you would want something that's pure. So you probably want to look at getting something like bullion. I don't really have a lot of faith in the gold backs. I think they're cool. The concept is great, but you pay a real big premium for the printing of them. the design that goes into them. And as a commodity, gold, nobody gives a shit about all that frilly stuff. So it has no value when you look at it as a piece of gold. You have to look at it as a gold back for it to justify this additional value that they supposedly have for being what they are. At any rate, so I don't believe goldbacks are a really honest way to stack gold either. But gold bullion, you know you're getting a 24 karat piece of gold, you know, or buy gold bars. You know it's 24 karat. It is value is exactly what it is. There's no question to it, and you can stack them up. You know, it's something that's convenient and is what it is. So yeah, if you're really trying to invest and save gold, fun way is nuggets and whatnot, but the proper way is probably gold backs. And this is not financial advice because I am not a financial advisor, nor do I have any finances to speak of. So don't listen to me, but this is my opinion. Gold backs, get those. Or not gold backs, don't get gold backs. Get those for fun. Those are cute. But get real gold. Real pure gold. I don't know why I went off on that tangent. It just seemed appropriate at the moment. Mostly because that tank blew me away. So you should go check these out. MJ Arsenal. They have a few different styles. I thought the tank looked really cute. And so I figured that's the one for me. So maybe it's the one for you too. I don't know. Go check it out. Otherwise, let's go see who our winner is going to be for these sloppy seconds. These guys right here. Now this week, I'm going to remember to put the coin in before I seal the bag. I keep forgetting to do that. So in addition to all the dirt and the gold in there, I got a 1 yen coin. It's an aluminum Japanese yen. Now these are so light that their surface area will allow them to float on top of water. So if you happen to win one of these from me, check that out. Get yourself a little bowl or a cup of water and just gently set it down on top. And you'll see the little curl of water bubble up and it'll be like it'll just sit there right on top like nothing. You got to check that out. It's freaking awesome. Just one of those stupid little tricks, but that's the coin to do it with. It's a super light coin. It's made out of aluminum. I was really surprised at that. All right. There we go. So yeah, good luck to everybody. What's going on, Culver? I just saw your name pop up there. And what's up to everybody else? Everybody else who's been here, if I haven't said hello to you specifically, or even everybody as a group. I thought I did at one point, but to everybody else anyways, what's going on? How are you? I'm glad to see you all showed up and that you're all here hanging out with me. I love it. Freaking love it. Yeah, at first I thought it was so that like people wouldn't throw them in fountains, because they have a problem there with people who are stupid. And they take their coins and they throw them in shrines, like the little ponds and shrines. You're not supposed to do that. But people do it. Oh, let me make a wish. And so I thought, well, maybe they do it so that the coins float, but if you throw it in there, it'll break the tension and it'll sink. So it doesn't work quite like that. But I thought that would have been funny if, you know, all these coins floating and it's like, no, your wish has been rejected by the gods. I thought that would have been pretty funny. But it doesn't work quite that well. That would have been rad. That would have been rad. All right. Let us get some juice, because I got to seal the bag. And that usually takes like 5 or 10 minutes. So let's do that. Now, let's go over here back to the All Watch. We're going to go to the random YouTube comment pickerator. Right there. That's our GAW page. Those are our things. And then we have a little math to do. 8 plus 1, going to be 9. All right. I just want to make sure I get this bag sealed before I do anything. right, bag's all sealed up. Let's get some comments. 34 comments. All right, man. It is what it is. Let's do this. Now, if you won last week, you can't win this week. Try again next. Let's roll. And tonight's winners, Curtis Geisinger. Great show. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you for that. If you can just pop in and say, what's up? Trying to see what your avatar is. It looks like maybe a lion or something. You with us here, Curtis? Curtis. That looks like him right there, chasing cheddar with Curtis. All right, good stuff, man. Congratulations. All I need is your address. Send that over to Dig Daddy with a D, at backyardprospecting.com. Send me your address, and I'll get this bag of sloppy seconds out to you with 1/10 of a gram of gold and a hell of a lot of fun. Now, it is unsearched pay dirt, so there may be a little bit more. There is a possibility that you got one of my nice scoops out of there. So be on the lookout for micro gold, little flakes, little itty bitties, along with those flakes that were in there and some little chunks that I tossed in. So, good stuff. Congratulations, Kurt. And hell yeah, to the rest of you, I do thank you for hanging out anyways, even though you didn't win. There is always next time because we do this every week. You know how it's done. So, that having been said, I just want to thank you all for hanging out with me on this Monday night. You guys are awesome. And hopefully this week treats you well. And you can get into the next weekend, get yourself out there to the rivers, dig yourself some dirt, find some gold, and remember to fill in those holes. So, until next time, this is Dig Daddy signing out from the shed. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I will catch you in the backyard. Stay safe out there and stay hydrated. Don't forget to drink your water and stuff while you're out at the rivers digging holes, because that's hard work. All right. Until next time, everybody. Peace. Oh, wait. I never came back to the... Oh, shit. I never went to the... Say, hey, see, Curtis won. Now I'm back. And now I'm out. See you guys later.